Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Channel 7 Podcast. I am your host, Seven, and today we are sitting down in conversation with recording artist and owner of Trap Sushi, the biggest party Atlanta's ever seen. Troopbrand, how you feeling,
What's
man?
up, man?
Thank you for gracing the show with your presence.
Sure, bro. It's an honor and a privilege.
Before we start,
Okay.
congratulations on the baby.
Oh yeah, man.
That rollout with
I'm finna be a girl dad.
Oh, you know the gender already?
Oh yeah, it's a girl.
That's amazing.
Yes.
How you feel?
I'm nervous, of course, and excited, of course, and inspired. I ain't even gonna lie. Since I found out, my hustle has been like 10 times stronger.
But you was already hustling.
Yeah, I know.
That says a lot.
I was regular. I went Super Saiyan. I went Super Saiyan, bro.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man.
A girl dad.
Yeah. So yeah, get ready for that.
That's sobering, isn't it?
It is. It is, man. It is. It makes me want to focus more. It makes me want to like hone in, and it also makes you like consider like, well, what's really important.
Right.
Like what's really important. Like,
but that's love, man. Congratulations. I saw that shit. Y'all rolled it out on Halloween as like Minato and his wife, and it was fucking perfect. Cause I was just like, this shit is fire. Like, are you kidding me? That shit was crazy.
Shout out to my wife for being patient.
That was her idea?
No, that was mine.
That was yours?
She was ready to post the day we got the ultrasounds. If she found out, she was ready to post. Like, no, which was like 3 or 4, maybe like 2 or 3 months ago.
Oh, word.
She was ready to like tell everybody. I'm just like, no, don't tell nobody.
Y'all are like 6 months in or something like that?
No, not 6. We probably like 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. She's hit him like 16 weeks.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, you had to discover the gender.
Yeah, she was ready to post ASAP though, like
that baby.
And I'm just like, yo, can you give me let's do it a little different.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, that was the perfect way to do it. That shit was so fly. That shit was super fly.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
For sure. So, born Toden Williams.
Yes.
But musically, you created an alias that has evolved into something much more.
Yeah.
What and who is Troopbrand?
Man, so Troop comes from my grandparents.
Oh, really?
And my mother, that's their maiden name. My grandma and granddad are Helen and Jesse Troop.
Okay.
My mom was Yolanda Troop. She's now Yolanda Smith. So pretty much, I started off, just doing music and going under Troop. And I realized quickly that I was going to be doing more than just like, it wasn't just going to be a music. It was going to be a full brand. Because I was like, man, I want to be like Walmart. Like, Walmart, they make every product that they got.
My
Like,
nigga, do you know Walmart has health now?
I'm not surprised.
Bruh,
I didn't know that though,
they
but I'm
have
not surprised.
Walmart health.
I'm not surprised. Okay, so check it and don't judge me. Be like, I definitely I went to a dentist in a Walmart. I think I was like, yo, no, I know right. But I was like, so there was nothing wrong. I was like, man, let me make sure everything's straight. I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I was waiting on my wife. She was doing some stuff. I'm just like, shit, let's see
Where
what's up.
was this? What Walmart is this?
It was like Duluth.
They would have a dentist in Duluth.
It was in like Duluth. So I just went in there and I'm just like, yo,
That
can I
sound
get a
like some
checkup?
Duluth shit.
Yeah, I was like, give me a checkup and make sure I'm good. They checked in there and like, your teeth are fine. I was like, cool, bet, I'm out. Yeah. But
that's efficient.
Walmart is getting into health. That's crazy. Like, you talking about like health insurance. Like,
No, like they had an actual health office next to Walmart. It's one in Conyers.
Oh.
Yeah, I was there yesterday actually, and I saw it as I was just preparing for like, getting the finishing touches for the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, Walmart health? Like a clinic?
They like,
That's
we finna
crazy.
get all bags.
No, for
That's
sure.
why I said I want to be like Walmart.
Word, yeah. So you said you realized early on like this is what you wanted.
Yeah, and I
for
knew.
your career.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm a brand. It's not just me as a musician. It's a full brand. Like, that's gonna encompass a lot of things. And this is before I even started doing other shit. I was just can I curse?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, bet.
I think I cursed like 5 times.
Oh, okay, all right. Dang, I'm so immune to curse words, bro. But I'm like, yeah, I know I want to do more stuff. So I'm like, yeah, this is just gonna be the start. Like, the music is the start, and it's starting to finally unfold and everything else.
I had that same kind of realization early on too. I feel like you can always tell the path of an artist or a person when they first are starting in their beginning. You know what I'm saying? Just from things to like their sound, their ambition, their inspiration. Like it's
Yeah.
all like there.
You can see it.
You know,
You can see it.
for sure.
It probably gets more honed as they
Exactly.
as they
Yes,
grow
it
along.
develops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. More
So-
developed. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what was it for you that made you click? Like, oh shit, like I'm going to be this Walmart type of brand. Like, what was that thing?
Man, when I first started, so like I was doing music all through like college and stuff, but I
Yeah.
went to school for acting at Morehouse, and then I like when I got out of school, I like full-fledged acting. Let's go, and I got
Right.
on TV a couple times.
Oh, really?
But then the music started taking off, so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to switch and do the music. And then that's when I was like, but I'm gonna come back to the acting. I know I'm gonna come back, and so I was doing that. Then music was going well, but then I got hit with an opportunity because I was songwriting out in LA at Atlantic, and I got hit with an opportunity to start throwing events for Airbnb.
Oh, word.
And then there was another pivot.
What year was this?
This was like maybe like 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, 2015. Started doing that, and then it was like I don't know. That's when I was like, okay, cool. This is gonna be a full brand thing.
Okay.
I've already pivoted twice,
Right.
like from acting to music, from music to events, and then I was doing events for a while and still doing music too,
Right.
and so just bouncing between them, and yeah, then just start getting into brand partnerships and stuff like that. And
Word.
like, yeah. So kind of all just kind of put
LA
together.
was like that springboard that you later was able to like use for the music for brands and
Yeah,
partnerships, like you
100%.
said, because that was something I was wondering, like how you were able to cultivate this. I mean, everything about your career is unorthodox,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to establish these brand partnerships without being a mainstream artist,
Yeah.
and with like no fucking album,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I mean, it is kind of crazy, but I think it's the Airbnb stuff helped out a lot.
sure.
Just having that name, brought
Especially
some
at that
attention.
time too,
Yeah.
like in 2015, Airbnb was like,
Yeah, this is when the first concerts first started. I think I threw the first concert here in Atlanta, the first Airbnb concert in Atlanta. But having that name attached got me in there with like whiskey distilleries, beer breweries,
right,
Deep Eddy vodka. It really made getting in touch with all the liquor companies easy. And I still got room for improvement on
of course.
securing some deals and stuff like that. But that's kind of what set it off, like starting that path. Yeah.
So with you being such an unconventional musician in both your career and your sound, you haven't put out an album in 3 years at this point.
Yeah.
Do you not have a desire for albums at all?
But it's a running joke between like the fans that I interact with online. It is like, nigga, you just doing side missions at this point. Like, and I mean, it feel like that sometimes. Like, oh man, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the music, but all the while, I still be in the studio, I still be recording. I just ain't dropped nothing yet. So I got like heat I've been building up for like the past 3 years that actually
For an album, for actual album.
yeah. Which is why I think, the Trap Sushi we did was probably like the last like full big Trap Sushi. So I'm gonna focus on the visuals. But the parties have helped, man. It's helped me get in touch with some dope people that want to help me move things in a certain direction.
Anytime you get people in person in real life,
Yeah.
you win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the key goal that I feel like a lot of people
Yeah.
miss, especially in this digital era. Everyone wants to have all these likes,
Yo.
the blue check,
Yo.
the comments and everything like that. But the key is to get people in person, because even in music, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go through the rise and you start to, build up fame and you start to have people scout you, they always come to your live shows.
Yes.
And they
You
come
can't
to your live
perform.
shows for two things: your performance quality and to see how many people in this crowd are for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's going to determine the price point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%, bro.
And the longevity of like them even giving a fuck about you in the long run, you know?
Yeah.
Because if they see that you can't really perform or there's no one in this crowd for you, it's like, you're just...
It ain't gonna stick. Oh, it's
Yeah.
just online. You ain't got no real world interaction.
Exactly.
Man, I was talking with one of my homies, and it was we were saying that like in the past you would get on the internet to get an escape from the world. Now niggas go out into the world to get an escape from the internet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's like it's everywhere, and then everybody's always working on their computers.
Word.
Like, always. Yeah. But yeah, the real world stuff it does come into play. So yeah, so now just gearing up. Got a lot of songs. About to start, kind of getting back into my music bag and taking some of my event knowledge and bringing that into the
Entwining it.
yeah, the music space. So I think I'm about to start doing some cool things.
So through my prep work, I found out that you were in the opera.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Bro, yo, this is like young baby troop. I was like, what was I was in middle school? Like, yeah, bro, man, in Mississippi. Man, shout out to my mom because she always was like, my mom's was a musician. She is a musician as well. She's a gospel singer, but she always like kind of pushed me to like do music stuff. But she put me in this boy choir, and it was just a bunch of niggas, and we just singing, like singing opera. And
y'all were a barbershop quartet,
bro. Low key, bro. Low key. It was on some stuff like that, but we weren't singing them type of songs. It was on some operatic stuff. But we traveled, bro. Like we traveled all over the U.S. and like overseas.
Oh, that's fly.
Yeah, it went to like Czechoslovakia.
What?
Almost got fucking kidnapped, man. It was weird as shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I'll never forget, bro. We had we did something and they wanted to like give us a picnic, so we was at a park.
Yeah. Okay,
cool. We chilling, and we just run around. We young and like it was like a dock area, and so it was like a dude in a boat down there with a girl, and so we just run around. They said, "Hey, come here." He said, "Hey, come here. Hey, black boy, come here," and I'm just like. What? Right. So all of the kids with me, we're talking. He was like, "Hey, she likes you. You want to come go for a ride?" And then like, we're on the dock. We was playing and stuff. And so all of a sudden, the girl was cute. I was like, "Okay, she cute, whatever." Then it was like, "Oh yeah, she come with us. She wants us to come with you." The dude on the boat tried to like grab me. Like, try to like snatch me up and put me on the boat. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, hell no, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
how old were you?
I was probably like a smooth like 12, 13. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm young, but I ain't like stupid.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, hell no, dip. Like, I'm out of here. Bye. Come to find out, they it's a lot of like trafficking and shit over there, and they like African Americans.
I was just finna say that overseas, this shit is gold.
Yeah, they and like
this shit is gold.
In that area. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
In that area, they like African Americans. So I felt like that's really what that was. Cause when you tried to snatch me, like I'm like, oh,
what's up here?
Yeah, you on some other type shit. Like,
and that's a crazy ass story. First of all, but I was wondering, from you growing up in Mississippi, a place that is like a stuck in time type of like region.
Yeah.
How were you able to, develop this unorthodox, this enigma type of expression and creativity being in a place like Mississippi? But I know that you now are almost human trafficked in Russia.
And the internet too, bro. The internet, that was during that time when the internet was the escape. And I'm like, yo, I was on the internet all the time, bro. I was like on there.
Oh, you're
like,
a Tumblr baby?
I was there heavy on Tumblr. Yeah. MySpace, you know what I mean? I was heavy on all of that, like just like looking for that escape from the mundane, like go to school, go home. Yeah. Go to school. I was in band, go to school, band, then go home. Like, yeah, I was looking for something else. And, thankfully I had like a small group of friends who kind of like were also looking for something else. Yeah. None of them are in Mississippi. Well, no. One's in Mississippi. One of my homies is in Mississippi still, but he doesn't stay in the same place. He moved to like the capital. Okay. Yeah.
Where's the capital of Mississippi?
It's Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't even know Mississippi had a capital. I just think Mississippi is just a place.
Stuff. I love
like a void, like
Mississippi,
like
bro.
It's a black hole in America or some bullshit.
I love Mississippi, but it's definitely some things need to be done. I love Mississippi. I still got family there. I still go back. Like I just hate the fact that it's not progressive as far as the way certain people are treated.
Is it still considered a sundown town or a sundown state? Damn near, I guess.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't really know any parts that are like that. Now Georgia, I done definitely been some places in Georgia where I'm like, yo, in Alabama, like, sure. I'm like, yeah, nah. It's like, man, when I drive home and I pass in Alabama, there's like this it's like a Confederate museum or something, and they got advertisements on the highway, and I'm like, bro, I would never go that way. Like when it's dark over there, it's a wrap for you. Like nah. So, but I know, it's even like stuff on the ballot I've seen in like Mississippi where like, I just saw a tweet online that was like Louisiana, like slavery's on the ballot. Like,
Not surprised. Hey, in Arizona, they're actually voting for the purge to be like a real thing.
oh, they're wilding.
No, I think they actually passed, to be honest. Fact check me someone. But
They're wilding.
I'm almost dead ass that actually
They're wild.
I think it's like 2023, either 2023 or 2024. But I saw this on the internet. So it just has to be true because it was on the internet, of course, But yeah.
I hope not, bro. I hope
Whenever
not.
you go that way to the map of America, it always gets like
That's exactly what if I was a gun manufacturer, that's exactly what I want to happen. So everybody be buying my product.
exactly.
That's just crazy. Yeah, man. It's a lot going on in this crazy
In this world.
Yeah, this crazy world, bro. It's a lot going on, man. I'm at this point where I don't know, man. I just try to like focus on my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like try to run a bag up. Like, yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So speaking of a bag, do you feel like being a musician now is a failing business model?
Man, music is like, it's like, if you're out and you got a product to sell and you're like, and it's a lot of people and you're just talking and you're like, hey, come buy my product. But if you had a megaphone, like, hey, come buy my product. Music is the megaphone, bro. Like, that's kind of how me. Like, it takes a lot of money to be a musician. Like,
it does.
It takes a lot.
I look at music as a Trojan horse in today's day and age. Have you seen the Spotify doc on Netflix?
No, somebody just told me I need to watch that though. So I'm probably
You need to watch it. You need to watch it. It's fucking amazing, right? And from that though, it has just completely opened up my mind in the digital market of how music really works globally.
Okay. Yeah, give me some takeaways. Yeah.
Man, without spoiling too much because I want everyone to watch it.
Yeah.
It was a perspective thing because, we grew up being the consumers of the music and we grew up literally as the technology evolved. So in all intents and purposes, we don't really notice what's going on, especially like how it's affecting us, what's changing or whatever, right? But the Spotify documentary, like really detail, of course, the rise of Spotify, but the effects of Spotify musically and globally just through laws, money, consumership, everything, right? And with that, I mean, I already had this type of business acumen perspective, but it just furthered my stance and position that music is, how I describe this? Music is simply bait. Spotify is not a music streaming company. They're a ad marketing company that sells music as the bait. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm pretty sure most of their money comes from people buying ads.
It's ads.
Yeah.
That's literally it. They sell music as bait, but they're a tech ad company. They're not a music company. They're not a streaming service. You know what I'm saying? And think about their competitors, right? Their major competitors, Amazon and Apple, right?
Yeah.
Both of them own hardware. Both of them own actual infrastructures outside of their streaming service.
That's true.
Spotify is a tech company that sells music for ads. You feel me? So in all intents and purposes, they classify themselves as a streaming service, but they're not really a streaming service. Like that's the forefront facade to me. You know what I'm saying? That's the mask. That's the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why did I say that? Tying it all back, you know what I'm saying? Like I myself, I see music for myself as a passion project at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I fuck with it. When people ask me like who I am and what I would describe myself as, like I say I'm a mogul, but I'm primarily a music producer. Still, I guess maybe that's the emotional element of me. But like my focus is really in, all my other business ventures.
Yeah.
From the parties, the podcast, and everything else I have coming up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's music to me now in 2022 is better suited as a Trojan horse. And it is fucking expensive. You know what I'm saying? It's profitable, but profitable for who?
Yeah, and that makes sense now. You know, I don't know if it was this year, but I was reading and was talking about how Spotify was like, oh yeah, they're about to start implementing this thing where, okay, if you release new music, then you can pay to have your song pushed to new viewers. And I'm just like, bro, here we go again. I mean, it's and they changed the name, and their name was like the Marquee Tool or something like that.
I think I seen
so it's
that.
now when your song drop, you pay. And it's like, dang, they just keep finding more ways to bring more money or get more money. I'm just like, dang, bro.
Squeezing the artist.
Yeah.
And they talked about that, of course, in the documentary as well. And like I said, you know, music is very lucrative, but it's lucrative for who? A year ago, I thought very ignorantly. I said that there's no money in music. Right?
Okay.
I felt like that. I was like, man, this shit ain't making no money, XYZ, whatever. Right? As I have gotten further into the music industry and, you know, more recently of this year had more major successes, I've noticed like, oh no, it's a bag out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I finished the sentence. A bag for who? You know? As a are you independent right now?
Mm-hmm.
You independent? So, you know, there's a bag when you own your shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, I literally just got out of my situation.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, you were signed?
Yeah, I was in a situation. When did I sign this deal? Was it last year? But it was like they wanted 4 singles.
Okay.
So yeah, they gave me an advance. They gave me a nice advance.
Yeah.
And I used it to push the single. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool. It was a cool experience. Would I do it again? Probably not, cuz I mean, and I'm glad it was such a short-term thing. It was my first time doing a deal, like, cuz I've been independent for like my entire career.
Right.
I've learned that, you know, most of the things people say are true. Like, you know, they tell you all these promises, things they're gonna do, and then they don't do it. Like they just don't. The only benefit I had was the ease of access to my money. They gave me their money. I shout out to Beetroot. That's who I was with. It was it's a distribution company, but it was so easy to access my funds. It wasn't no like.
That's not common.
It's not, and a lot of people told me that.
Common.
A lot of people that I know that are like heavy in the industry with like major successful artists. They said that's not common.
That's not common.
Like I was just like, oh yeah, all I do is like they just want to know what I'm doing with it, and I've like the most like chill of that. I sent a text. I sent a text of this is what I'm gonna do with it, and then it was like, all right, and then the bread was sent. And I was like, bet, okay, cool. Right. So yeah, I heard that's not common.
That's not common, man.
Yeah.
And one thing too, as I've got more seasoned in like the real industry this year, you know, is the predatory behavior of managers when it comes to finances. Because we always talk about labels, like, oh my God, labels be fucking up the artists. And you'll hear that one-off story about the managers, but nah, the managers really will screw you out too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you gotta be careful.
They dangle the emotional element of you as an artist to your disadvantage. Man. To keep you blinded from you focusing on your business. Because most artists nowadays or period really don't have that business acumen. It's been increasingly more as like time's gone on.
Yeah.
But like in a stereotypical, most artists don't give a fuck about business, don't want to or whatever.
They just want to make music.
Exactly, right?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So the managers, they use that emotional element against the artist to say, hey, I'll focus on all the shit you don't care about.
Yeah.
Just make music. And an artist is like, oh, great.
That's all I got to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
And then they'll keep feeding you like this sedative drug of like fame and, you know, clout. Like, oh, I'm going to put you next to your favorite artist and I'm going to put you in this room and I'm going to whatever. Meanwhile, they sucking you dry.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm thankfully I haven't had to deal with that myself personally, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
With like some close friends and stuff.
It's a tactic.
Yeah.
It's a tactic.
And them switching out from managers, you know, it's crazy. I haven't really had a manager in a while. Like I've just been, you know, kind of doing it myself.
One man band.
Yeah, but you know, prayerfully, you know, I'll find somebody trustworthy, you know, that can help out, you know. But as of right now, I've been running gun.
Yeah,
for
sure. So Trap Sushi, the biggest anime party Atlanta has ever seen. What made you create such a fusion type of like event like that?
Man, I love anime.
Matter of fact, hold on. Before we get there,
Yeah.
I want you to talk your shit real quick because the last one had how many people?
We had 1,000 people.
1,000
bro.
people.
We actually had 1,000 plus, but I just kept
It's-
saying 1,000.
It's
bro.
really different.
Yeah, bro.
It's really different over here, all right?
Man, this thing, I've watched it go from 100,
Yeah,
you know, for the first one,
yeah.
and this one's that, because I'm counting, like, how many have we done? I think we've done 8.
8?
Yeah, we've done 8.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
that's amazing because we were just talking before the show, like how in Atlanta it's so many pockets. And if someone doesn't tell you to look this way or to look that way, you will miss
don't
it.
miss it.
And I was missing it up until the last one that happened in August. And when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this? You know? And at that point, it was already huge though.
Yeah.
You know? It was. Oh, I know exactly what it was. You posted your news articles.
Oh yeah, we got some press.
Yeah, you got press.
Yeah.
That's what like shifted my focus.
That's
and I was
kind of
like,
turned it up.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And then I was just clicking. And I was like, oh, this is fucking
Man.
big.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know?
It's crazy, man. It's man, you know, it started off our love for anime for me, and Steph. We both so starting off, it was me and my business partner Aaron Knight who helped me do the Airbnb events.
Okay.
We started it off and ran it for like 2 years, and then she took a leave to try to focus on doing it in other cities.
Yeah.
So me and Steph really pretty much run this one here in Atlanta.
So it has spread out in other cities?
We haven't done any yet, but
Okay.
next year, yeah.
That's cool.
We're looking at New York, LA, Houston.
Gotcha.
No, excuse me, Dallas, not Houston.
I fucking love Dallas.
Yeah, bro, Dallas is lit.
I love you, Dallas.
Yeah.
I love you. Dallas is amazing.
Dallas is fire. So yeah, man, it's dope, bro. It's turning up, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know, the last one we did the first magazine.
Yes, congratulations on that. That was cool
Thank
too.
you, man. With we did that, and with my homie Elijah Watkins. Shout out to Eli. Yeah, man, got a little bit of love from Adult Swim. Like,
Oh, that's fly, man.
yeah, it was crazy. So
That's fly.
now just trying to keep it advancing and enhancing, and about to start adding some like live performance elements.
That's cool. Yeah.
to bring it back into the music.
So what show was your spark for your love of anime?
Whoo, man. The first one was Dragon Ball Z, for
Of
sure.
course, that's everybody's.
Yeah. That was the first one. And like I remember, you know, hopping off the bus, running in the house to catch, you know, this nigga Goku. Hands up, charging up the spear bomb, like for like 3 episodes straight, fighting Frieza. That was like peak. I'm just like, yo, this show is crazy. Like, yo, I've never seen anything like this. I didn't know it was anime at the time. I just thought it was another.
You
cartoon.
know, Pokemon is anime too.
Yeah, and Pokemon was a wave, bro. Actually, Pokemon may have been my first introduction, but that was on some video game stuff.
Right.
Because I started playing the game, and then I saw the show. But you know, back then I didn't know it was anime.
Right, I didn't either.
I just like, oh, this is just a cartoon.
My first like anime classification was Naruto.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, this is anime.
Yeah.
But, you know, going back is like, oh, actually it was Pokemon. Hell, even Digimon.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, Digimon. Yeah, facts. Yeah,
So-
true. Dang, that's right. Yeah, Digimon too, bro.
Mhm.
But I remember like I went to this thrift store in Columbus, Mississippi.
Mhm.
And I picked up this comic book. It was called Shonen Jump, but it had Naruto. It was like it was the beginning of Naruto. I wish I could find it. That bitch probably worth some money. Like it was like the very first Naruto being in like published. And I don't know what happened, but I got that, and I got this movie which I thought was actually a cartoon. It was called Akira.
It's the best anime of all time.
I can't agree. I can't. It's one of the best. I say it's one of the best.
The best anime of all time.
I can't say it, bro.
It's undeniable.
I can't.
The last season 4,
It was great. They milking it. They definitely milking it.
That's the only thing. That's my only.
They milking it.
only complaint is like y'all niggas is dragging.
They was
this
like,
shit.
this is the final season. This is the final season.
Like,
I'm like,
yo.
yo, what? All right. They was like, yeah, we making too much money off of this. Like, we gotta milk this.
Check me out. The illustration,
Mm-hmm.
The storyline is impeccable.
It is.
The storyline is impeccable.
It's amazing.
There's no filler, because that's always a complaint with every like anime top. It's like, okay, the storyline is this. There's no filler here.
Be like Naruto with over like 500 episodes
You
of
feel
filler.
me?
That's insane.
It's
Like-
it's the most complete, and it has action, it has romance, it has drama, it has humor. It's so comprehensive.
It's dope.
It's
I know.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
creative. And there's nothing like it, because all animes typically follow this like archetype.
True.
You
That's
know?
true. That's true.
This anime completely like shifts it. The only archetype they follow is like the 2 male, 1 female type of like trio brawn.
Mm-hmm.
That's really it, I would say. But other than that, it's like,
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I'm like,
it's amazing.
are there any other ones that are like that different like that? There are some, and I'm trying to think. Like, I can't think of it off the top of my head. But one of my favorite ones is called Berserk.
I seen it. Is that when they be wrestling and shit?
Nah, bro.
No?
Berserk is it's on Netflix. It's like 3 movies on there, and it starts off very regular. You think it's almost on like some medieval type shit, like they're like.
I think I seen it and I
warriors.
couldn't get into it. I think I did.
It like the first 2 are just them fighting in wars, but that third one,
It's fly.
boy, that
All right, I'm gonna dive
turn
into
up.
it. I'll check it out.
it
I'll
turns
check
up.
it out.
But
I'll check it out.
there are some one, but to your point, Attack on Titan is definitely one of the greatest ones.
So which one is your current favorite?
My current favorite,
Yeah.
I think Berserk.
Really?
Yeah, but I actually like I'll read the comics on Berserk because I like that one a lot, and they don't actually make the actual shows like that. Like they keep up with everything that's going on, and
Gotcha.
the creator actually died like 2 months ago.
Oh,
But
wow.
his best friend is gonna like pick up and like because he told his best friend how it's supposed to end. His best friend's gonna pick up and take off.
Word.
But I like that. I like one called Jujutsu Kaisen is
Oh,
dope.
of course. Amazing.
That joint fire. Demon Slayer's
Of
fire.
course.
It's a new one called Chainsaw Man. That joint is.
I saw the cover, and
Yeah.
from the cover, I was like, I can't even watch it. It doesn't look like anything I would even fucking.
Man, it's just a lot of like the first fight scene is just a lot of it's kind of gory.
Yeah.
This nigga, he got chainsaws for arms. Of course, it's finna be gory. This nigga just like, yeah, like cutting niggas in half. I'm like, yeah, he wild. It's like if Jason had an upgrade.
Mm.
Like, yeah.
All right, so check me out. What's something that you don't like about anime culture?
That I don't like.
Yeah.
How like people when they cosplay, like when black people cosplay, like people are like, they will go crazy. Like that character's not black. Like they'll go in sometimes, and I'm just like, man, come on, bro. We like, technically this nigga ain't real. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about right now? This nigga don't even exist. Like, so how you gonna tell me? Like, so stuff like that. I'm like, come on, bro, make it make sense. Come on, like,
Right.
so yeah, that's probably the most thing that I dislike, cause like, you know, especially Trap Sushi when she started having like these cosplay competitions, and like I always loved anime, but I wasn't too big into cosplay culture.
Yeah, I've never gotten into cosplay myself yet.
Yeah, like my first time even dressing up was for the photo shoot for the maternity thing
Oh,
with me and my
wow.
wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that was the first time me dressing up, and I'm like, after doing that, I'm like, I would never ever put on a fucking blonde wig again. That shit was itchy as a motherfucker.
Really?
I was in there. I was probably in it for like 5 minutes. And I was like, hell no, okay, you gotta get off. Like I was like, yeah, it's gotta go. But I have met a lot of dope and cool people who do cosplay. I met one person who does like cosplay and stuff for Disney. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But she lives here in Atlanta. But she was like, yo, if you ever want to do some stuff, just tap me. We can do some cool stuff.
fly.
And I'm like, yes.
That's
like,
fly.
cause if I do it, bro, I want to do something crazy.
Of course. Yeah, that's super
Yeah.
fly. My only complaint, well, one of my only complaints. Well, that's an oxymoron, because how can you have one of your own? But
One of your only complaints.
one of my complaints
Yeah.
is the hypersexualization
Yeah.
in anime, because it
Yeah.
just be like so overtly, like just titties busting out the frame, and it's like, why? This doesn't need to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Or like,
so funny
it'd be
to
so
me.
random. Like, it could be a super serious scene. Next thing you know, like they're like pulling up her skirt, and it's like, bruh,
It'd be so funny to
on.
me. Man, you know what's so funny? Like, and like, I think now they're even poking fun of themselves at it because, you know, most of these shows, like the person who's the main character has a dream or goal, like
Right.
something they're trying to achieve, something they really want.
They're epic. The
Yeah.
saga.
And Chainsaw Man, his goal is boobies. He just wants some titties. He's
Right.
like, I gotta be the best at like doing this.
Motorboating titties.
Yeah, he wants to, so he's killing demons and shit, but he's killing them under the pretense that if I get good at this, I'm gonna get to be up under this girl and get in motorboat her titties. Like this his whole drive is like, I gotta get the titties.
Word.
Which is crazy to me. But it's so funny. You see Drake last night before his album came out, he was posting like hentai and like anime on his,
I ain't see that.
yeah, he was posting it on his story. It was like he was posting like these big titty like anime characters and stuff, and I was just like, bro, anime is like taking over now.
Oh, nah,
like,
it's pop culture.
yeah, it is.
Anime is pop culture.
It is now, and I've seen so many people like Meg Thee Stallion, Paris Hilton, like Alicia Keys was like one of the people from Dragon Ball Z. I'm just like, how the fuck do you even know this person?
And it's crazy how like 20 years ago you'd be fucking a loser clown as a dweeb forever.
Oh, yo, shit.
You know?
Me in fucking high school, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was still cool, man. I had my people that I hung out with, but I knew I could talk about anime with only
certain
these,
people.
Like, yeah,
Right.
it was only like 2 people.
That wasn't the cool thing to do. Like you wasn't getting pussy talking about anime in 8th grade.
No, you wasn't getting no pussy talking about no anime. Like you getting looked at, but these niggas like Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Everybody loved Dragon Ball Z, but then I'm like, oh shoot, oh man, you fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Naruto. They was like,
what the fuck is that?
Right.
Nigga, that shit lame. I was like, what? But you watching Dragon Ball Z? It is what it is.
Right. All right. Last question. We can get out of here.
Yeah.
From trailblazing your own path,
Okay.
do you ever feel not successful based off of like, you know, standard media or standard artist type of metrics of what it means to be successful today?
I feel like as a artist, man, it's like ups and downs.
Okay.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, yo, I'm that nigga.
Right.
I'm on top of the world. Like, yo, let's get this shit. Then sometimes I be waking up and be like, oh man, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not working hard enough. Like, so yes to the answer. Sometimes, yeah, you know, sometimes you be like, dang, I'm not doing enough. Like, you know, we're human. Social media almost puts us in a competition against each other,
All the time.
which sucks. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's easy for you to see, because everybody only shows successes for the most part.
Of course.
It's easy for you to look and see like, dang, man, this my homie. I was with him. I started off with him like years ago, and this nigga's all the way up here now. Or somebody looks at you and they're like, dang, he's all the way up here. I started with him years. You know, it's like
Right.
we're all being put against each other, and so yeah. So sometimes it is, but you know, I try to like, you know, work out. I try to like do things that relieve
Ground
stress.
you.
Yeah, ground me, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, trying to having people in your corner who are real, people who love you, you know, regardless if you like platinum or poo.
Nothing.
Yeah. You know
Platinum
what I mean?
or poo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, bro. But especially with music, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's time to get back into this music bag. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta turn up more. Like, I've been doing it, but it's like almost as if it's been like the side thing.
The side mission.
Yeah. And it's like, but that's the main thing. So let me really like, and that's, I feel like I'm the best at, is like music. So I'm like, let me get back in here. Like,
Right.
yeah, bro. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes. But you know, I feel like we all have to deal with that and like work through it. Like,
Yeah.
eat right, work out, you know, go for a run. Meditate. Yeah.
Meditation.
Take some time for yourself, figure out what it is you like to do that relieves the most stress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to do that, you know, try to find some, if you got people that's good, that's in your corner, find people you can talk to, you know. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
Word. Yeah. Man.
Pray, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I love it, man. I'm all the questions. This was a great conversation.
Bro, yes.
Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Yeah.
And gracing us with your legendary presence, man.
Bro, I rock with this. This is dope, man.
Man, thank you. Thank you. For love.
Yeah.
This week on The Underground, we have Cam the Artisan with Circles. Channel 7 podcast, The Underground. You know the vibes.
Channel 7.